Chapter 1. A quiet girl with a loud imagination, Lina loved books more than anything in the world. She was quiet at school, didn't like noisy games, and was happiest curled up in the corner of the town library with a book in her lap and a pencil in her hand, underlining words she found beautiful. One rainy afternoon, as the sky rumbled outside and the librarian snoozed at the desk, Lina found a book with no title. The cover was deep blue with a silver lock across it. There was no author name, no summary, just a tiny sentence etched in gold. Open only if you're ready to enter. Chapter 2. Through the pages, Lina hesitated, then opened a book. It didn't have words. It had wind. A real gust of air blew out of the book, flipping pages by itself. Before she could close it, a whirl of letters lifted from the page and wrapped around her like a storm of words. The room spun. When it stopped, she wasn't in the library anymore. She was standing in a grand hallway with floating bookshelves, whispering walls, and paper birds flapping overhead. A brass plaque above her read, "Welcome to the Library of Impossible Books." Chapter 3. The Librarian of Whispers from behind a towering bookshelf. A figure appeared. A tall woman with ink-stained hands and eyes like typewriter keys. "I'm Madame Prose," she said, smiling. "And you, Lina, are our first reader in years. How do you know my name?" Lina asked. "This library chooses readers," said Madame Prose. "Books here aren't about made-up stories. They are the stories, real ones, forgotten ones. And today, one of them needs you." She handed Lina a small glowing scroll. "A tale is in trouble. Will you help fix it?" Lina nodded without hesitation. Chapter 4. The Vanishing Tale. The scroll led her through maze-like halls until she reached a room of half-written stories. Inside, an entire book was fading away. The cover read, "The Tale of Arlo, the Brave." As she touched the book, a voice echoed, "A hero once saved a village from a storm, but now his courage is missing, and so is the ending." Suddenly, the world tilted and Lina fell into the book. Chapter 5. Inside the story, she landed in a quiet village with storm-damaged houses. "The skies above are always gray," villagers whispered. "Arlo hasn't come out of his hut in weeks." Lina knocked. Inside, a boy her age sat surrounded by soggy scrolls and broken swords. "Everyone thinks I'm brave," Arlo muttered. "But that one storm! I was just lucky." Lina sat beside him. "Maybe braver isn't being fearless. Maybe it's acting even when you are." Arlo looked at her. "Would you help me try again?" Lina smiled. "Let's rewrite your ending." Chapter 6. The storm returns. Dark clouds began to gather again. A new storm was coming, one that seemed to know Arlo's fear. Lina handed him a kite made from old map pages. "Let's show the storm. We're not afraid of flying into it." Together they climbed the tallest hill. As lightning flashed and thunder growled, they launched the kite into the wind. It soared, carrying glowing words written by Lina. Even small steps are brave. The storm paused, then faded, as if the sky itself had read the message. Chapter 7. The story restored. The village cheered. Arlo hugged Lina. "You didn't just help me. You reminded me that stories don't have to be perfect, just honest." The book shimmered, and a golden door appeared. Lina stepped through it and found herself back in the Library of Impossible Books. Madame Prose clapped gently. "You've mended a story. You're now a keeper of pages." A silver key floated into Lina's hand. "You may return whenever a story forgets how to end."